Okay, everyone. So my name is Canolia. I'm doing my profile project about my friend Maya, as you can see on the screen. Maya, say hi.
Hey guys.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. So my name is Maya. I just graduated first, and yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she's been my friend since we like became acquainted in like ninth, tenth grade. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Because
I
it just
just
sort of
woke up
happened.
doing canolia one day, and that's just how
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
just how it started. Because I feel like it was more than likely in orchestra or like during a concert sometime. But like,
I
yeah, I
don't
don't
remember.
remember.
What happened?
Yeah, it just happened. And like, Maya, she's really positive. She's really friendly. She's really funny. She's a great violist. She's a great dancer. Cause I be seeing. Don't even.
I'm
Okay, let me stop. Let me
trying.
stop.
I'm trying.
Let me stop. Yeah, and she's a great person to talk to, and she's helped me out with a lot of things. And I hope that by explaining how great I think Maya is, and how she gets her insight into being how great she is, you guys can see what I see in her. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask you like a basic question, like how were you raised, just in general? Cause like I knew you live in Lithonia now, but like yeah, just whatever you want to answer. If you don't want to go too deep, you don't have to. But yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I moved to Georgia when I was 3.
Mhm.
So this is basically my childhood has been here.
Mhm.
I used to go to Green Pastures private school for like pre-K to hold on, let me count the years. K3, K4, K5, kindergarten. 4 years. I went to a private school, Green Pastures, and then I went to Darby Harris Traditional Theme School, which is in Decatur, I believe. And then from there, I went to Wadsworth. I went to Wadsworth, and I went to DeKalb Elementary School yards, and then I went to DeKalb School yards.
Yep.
So
Yep.
my childhood was um, pretty fun. I mean, not fun, but like it was regular. I had my mom.
Uh huh.
My dad don't live down here. He lives back home,
Mhm.
so she living here. My mom is very. I don't know how to describe her. She's not crazy, but yes, she is. I don't. She's like me, but not really. We have very different senses of humor, so we're constantly butting heads all the time.
Uh huh.
But she's cool. You know what I'm saying? She be getting a little rowdy, but she's cool. So I just stay out of trouble and it's fine.
Exactly. Exactly. mm, okay. How would you say, like growing up being a black girl in America, like how would you say you've been influenced by the world, and like how it's treated you so far?
I mean, I was raised around a whole bunch of black people, so I never really felt alienated in any kind of way. Like even
Mm-hmm.
back island, the island is majority black.
Yeah.
Here in my area, Decatur, like the black side of Decatur,
Yeah.
be black. Um, I can only start saying like it started getting weird
Uh.
when I went away from the areas that I usually stay in. So like camp over the summer
Mm.
with a whole bunch of white people. Oh, child. They just, they was just on me, and I don't like that. So, but
Yeah.
it's okay because those are only like 5 days. But there were some weird occurrences there,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say mostly on the internet too. People are just rude to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you with the Discord server. Yeah, I was like, there's no way. Cause like this was before like they even really got to know you too. Like you just got in the Discord server, and they
I
were
was
already
existing. And you never go on Discord with your actual face as a profile picture. I didn't know that.
I changed mine too. I had to change mine too because I was like, I can't. Like
I
you don't know me. Why are you objectifying me?
Exactly. It's like going ham. It's like, what's wrong with all of you?
Exactly.
Are you all okay? Like, y'all are weird. They racist, but it's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird.
Like the fetishize. Ooh, what is the word? Fetishize.
Fetishize.
Can't pronounce it, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like, it's just.
Yeah, exactly. Like
keep that on your side of the screen, please.
Okay. And now that we've talked about that, like, what's one of the things that you love most about like Black people? Like what? Like
my hair. Okay, so well, y'all probably don't know, but my mom is a hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing my hair since forever. I've had every single color ever.
Period.
So, baby, I clean it up. Mm-hmm. It's never the same. And outside of that, I'm trying to think. I would say my culture, like Caribbean culture, I love it. I love the dance aspect of it. Yes. I think that's where I get from a lot because we're always constantly dancing, listening to music, you know, whining, walking up, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoy that part of my culture too. I love the food, just the different dishes. It's never the same.
Correct.
The sense of community that you can find in the islands because it's really small. Like, even though we're all split apart into different islands, of course, yeah, we all have, like, the same base culture at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So, that's nice. And then you got cousins everywhere. You got the Africans around.
No, for real.
You got the African Americans on the other side. Yes. You have the Black Europeans. Like, it's fun out here.
No, for real. Because, like, this was because I went to the islands to Saint John for a year. This was a year before I started pre-K, kindergarten, whatever. I barely remember it, but I always remember like going to like the different islands, specifically St. Thomas, because like we just had a bunch of family everywhere. I was like, I was so flabbergasted at the time because I was so young and I just couldn't process it. But I was like, we really are just everywhere. Like, literally. You never know when you're just gonna see some family. Like, hey, I'm like, I don't know you, but hey.
You're Marcy's daughter. I was like, who are you? We ain't never met before, but hello. And you can't be disrespectful with it either, because, you know, they'll report back to every single body. He's standing there. So I love that. It's just like constant family everywhere. It's like you blend in no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. Let's finish writing this. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, we've already talked about. Well, we've hinted. Well, I stated that you're a violist and a dancer. So what led you to becoming so immersed in it? Because I know with dancing, definitely being from the islands, that's definitely a huge factor in it. Because, you know, getting down, but like, yeah, just in general, what led to you being so interested in the arts?
I've always been dancing, always, literally. When I was small, I was in like a little dance Caribbean troupe called Paradise. So that was our thing. I was always with them. I was Paradise Princess in like 2008. And then after Paradise, I went to Virgin Islands All-Stars Majorettes. I was baton twirling with them until literally Corona. That was first grade to 11th.
Yo, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And then I went to DeKalb Elementary School, the arts. And I knew that I wanted to go to, like, an art school, but I didn't know if I was capable enough because I was always dancing in the church. And I think one of the main influences of me going to an art school was my church teacher who had a daughter that was already going to the school. So she was like, Mom, you should try out. I was like, I don't know, because I've never been, like, trained outside, like, classically trained, like, in a dance studio.
Yeah.
With actual proper attire. I didn't have proper attire for, like, a year, even after I started dancing. So there was that. And then I auditioned. I got in, surprisingly.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
So I got in, and I started dancing for like a year there, but I wasn't really feeling it, I was actually going to change my major from dance to orchestra. Because I was feeling orchestra more, but that's because I started viola a year before dancing.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, not everybody noticed. Anyway, so I was doing that, and then I don't know, everybody didn't like me.
What?
The dancers.
Okay, yeah.
But then I learned. When I went to DSA, people were like, "Ma, when nobody likes you?" I was like, yeah. And they were like, it's not because you were just, like, annoying or anything. You just couldn't dance at the time. Which I couldn't. I'm not even mad. So, but the fact that they bullied me for that, but whatever. So then I went to DSA. I auditioned for that, too. Was not expecting to get in at all. But I did.
As you should.
And I was dancing strictly at DSA for 5 years. Well, 4, really. Maybe 4.5. Yeah. Because Corona. Yeah. So I didn't have any, like, training outside of school. They were like, wow, you didn't train outside of school? You're really good. And I'm like, I don't feel good because, like, there's people that are always, especially in my grade, like the people around me, they were just up here. And I just felt down here. I knew I wasn't down here, like down here. But it felt like I was down there because I didn't have the technique that they had. And that was because I couldn't go outside of school to a studio to learn how to do what I did. But I made it work.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's gotta be expensive. Because, like, and then, like, with Dr. Bell, with the outside orchestra thing, because, like, I barely had time for it. But he was like, no, you gotta do it. I was like, okay. But, yeah, that's a lot of time and money that some people just don't have. And, like, a lot of the teachers, well, I guess they knew, but it was kind of like they wanted to push us to be as good as they knew we could be. But, like, it was still just hard trying to make time for that. Because, like, we already had so much to do.
That's exactly what I told them. In the arts review in, like, 10th grade, they were like, Maya, why don't you dance outside of school? Why don't you do this outside of school? I was like, I don't have the money for that.
Yeah.
And they were like, you can just get a scholarship. You're making excuses. I was like, I'm sorry I'm broke. Dang. Anyway. So they were just mad at me, and I didn't like that. And then they started comparing me to freaking Kalonji. And if y'all don't know who Kalonji is, I was literally in 9th grade. Oh, it was in 9th grade. I was in 9th grade. He was a senior. He was a boy. They were like, you could always just use public transportation, And I was already using public transportation. And it was dangerous. And that's the only reason why my mother gave me a phone at the time. And she didn't like me being on public transportation, especially in Atlanta, because of sex trafficking and everything that's already going on.
Yep,
so,
correct.
That made me mad. But anyway, over to viola. So, I started playing the viola in 6th grade. In 6th grade, in 6th grade, only because I had to. So, in Wadsworth, you had to play a musical instrument or you weren't going. Plain and simple. I was like, why is music so important here? But anyway, I was going to play the flute, but I decided against it. I was like, I want to play a string instrument. And I was looking at the violin. I was like, the violin is so nice, But then then I was like, the violin is basic. Why is everybody playing violin?
I agree. I definitely agree.
I don't like that. I was like, this name is prettier anyway. So I was like, I'm gonna do whatever the viola is. And I was like, you didn't even do research. I was like, I don't care. And guess what? It was still better anyway. Sorry to all you violinists. Anyway. So I played my little viola. My first teacher was really bad. I'm not gonna say his name, but if you went to Wadsworth, you understand what I'm talking about. His teaching style wasn't the most technique qualified. He didn't even make us use shoulder rests, y'all. Like, it was bad.
Wait a minute. Okay, I need to know his name, so tell me after we finish the interview. But I need to
he taught us the wrong way to do vibrato. It was like,
oh, what the
vibrato? For vibrato? I mean,
okay.
And he's the one that taught me my bad habit, you know, when I'm only using one finger to play.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So that was from him. I know that's doable, but to be in tune, you gotta use all your fingers.
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing that. So, that was bad. So then, after Wadsworth, I went to DESA. And guess who was the orchestra teacher at DESA? The same one from Wadsworth. I was using, it was literally 2 years of bad habits.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's going on. So he messed me up. My entire thing went on. I don't remember the name of the piece that I played to audition. I know what it sounds like. I just don't remember the name.
Was it Canon?
No. You know what I'm talking about?
No. No, it sounds familiar. It sounds really familiar, but I don't remember it. I don't remember it. We'll talk about it after the interview.
I probably look dumb, but anyway, that's what I played. And I messed up on the fast parts. Was not expecting to get into the school, y'all. I don't think you understand. But anyway, I messed up on the fast parts. I feel like the only part that really saved me is because I have a good ear. So they were like, okay, just listen to what this person says is playing on the piano and play it on your viola. She played whatever she played on the piano. I played little note on my viola and the songs or whatever. And that was it. So I think that's what saved me. And I was just playing the viola ever since because I needed a minor. And that's what I was good at. Well, okay.
Don't say that.
And Dr. Bell, I said the thing. I feel like he kind of cheated me a little bit in my DSA years. Just a little smidge. Because he was trying to use me as like a leader instead of just putting me where I need to go. So it's like I don't mind leading the little kids, but like, can I please advance a little bit?
Because what did he do for since you guys were during quarantine? Since you guys were online, like what did he do?
He put me in chamber orchestra when we weren't in school. I was like,
oh no.
I was, what am I supposed to do with this? Right before he retired, he was like, okay, let me just bump Maya up a little bit. I was like, are you serious? Whatever.
Wow.
So he did that after the fact. I was still kind of mad at that, but whatever. I graduated. I don't care anymore.
Okay. Oh, was it Conquistador?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, that must have been someone else then. Okay.